Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's Empowered Moment. If you like what you hear, don't forget to hit subscribe. We do this throughout the week, many different tips on personal growth, relationship building, and parenting. Today's thought is on parenting, and we're going to talk about the F word. Not that one, failure. A common thing I hear from parents is they think that they're failing. And that's a tough one to deal with. If you feel like you're failing as a parent, it's going to affect everything you do. And that's all you're going to see is this, I'm failing. And I think sometimes we have to look at where this sense of I'm failing is coming from. Is it my expectations for myself are unrealistic? Is it I'm expecting things from my children that's unrealistic for them? Because a lot of the times where we think we're failing as a parent, we're not. Some of the times I think it feels like we have to be superhuman, we have to be perfect in order to be the best parent for our children. And that's not the case. Something I like to say is our children don't need us to be superhuman, they need us to be human. They need to know that we are just like them. We can make mistakes, we don't do things right sometimes, and that we'll get to show them with those times what you do. There is no such thing as a perfect parent, and if we set that as our standard, of course it's going to feel like we're failing. Most likely though, you're not failing. Really, failing is just simply you quit, you're done, you don't even care. If you feel like you're failing, you care. Because that's showing that you're trying to do something, and maybe you feel like you're not reaching it yet. Some of that comes though because we start looking at things we're not doing rather than the things we are. What do I mean by that? A lot of times we focus on the areas maybe where we screwed up. Maybe I raised my voice louder than I wanted to. Maybe I totally dropped the ball over here, things like that. So I get stuck on what I didn't do or what I didn't do well. But then I forget for the rest of the day, did a really good job of connecting with my kid. We spent a lot of good time together. So we have to make sure the expectations we have for ourselves is realistic. Can I actually do what I'm going for? I have to make sure my expectations for my children are realistic. If I'm expecting my 3-year-old to listen on the first time, every time, of course I'm setting them up for failure, which sets myself up for failure. My challenge for you is to take some time to not focus on what you think you're doing wrong as a parent, but to find what you're doing right. And by right, I don't mean like there's only one right way, but what you're doing that's building connection with your kid, what's teaching them about life and how to manage it and how to manage themselves. There are always things you're doing that are right. But we got to get this F word out of our head. We've got to stop saying we're failing. Maybe we could change it to the question of, okay, what am I learning here? What am I learning about myself? What am I learning about my child? That's going to help you move forward. If I'm saying I'm failing as a parent, that's going to keep me locked in place. What am I learning? What do I need to learn here? That will move you forward. Thank you for joining us for our Empowered Moment on the F word with parenting, failure. Please hit subscribe, look for our updates, and you can always join us on empoweringthejourney.com. Thank you.